First tonight at 6, an intense effort is underway right now in Nicholas County to find that missing minor. Here's what we know. This all started around 1:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. We're told the missing minor was the foreman of the crew underground. Our Anna Saunders has been there every day this week, and tonight she joins us live. And Anna, how is the community grappling? How are they coming together as the heart-wrenching search continues? Top places to shop online comes in first, followed by department stores and then discount stores. So if you've got some last-minute stuff to get and you miss a tax-free weekend, well, don't sweat it. Here's where I found the best places to snag some deals. Let's start with, believe it or not, Five Below. They've got a really great variety of backpacks on their website. Look at this, anywhere from $5 to $7. Tonight, a tragedy at the nation's capital after two West Virginia National Guard members are shot in what law enforcement is calling a targeted attack just blocks away from the White House.
So I haven't been ice skating in a really long time, probably since I was a little kid. But if you come to Gomart Ballpark, in addition to the more than 2.5 million lights, you can also go ice skating. And this is real ice. It's not fake.
And reaction continues to pour in from all across the nation. First, I want to start with a tweet from the president when this situation first unfolded. How can we keep this momentum going? How can we keep the education scores going up and better the education in West Virginia? Anybody wants to jump in and take the lead on that answer?
Well, one of the things we needed to do is to continue to make the investment in public education.
We've got team coverage tonight. Shelby Burrow is outside the National Guard barracks here in Kanawha County. But first, Peyton Marshall has an update for us tonight at the state capitol. And Peyton, tell us what we've learned so far about the situation and what is Governor Patrick Morrisey saying tonight? Well, the search continues in rural Virginia for high school football coach Travis Turner, now wanted on 10 child porn and solicitation charges.
It's a community thing. We're here to support each other. We got the parents on the sidelines. We got the parents in the parades.
That's right.
I'm sure they were probably getting ready very early this morning.
That's right.
Getting all decked up, putting all the decorations on the vehicles to make sure everything was ready for the parade.
Right.
We actually got pictures of this chase from the Mason County Sheriff's Office. You can see them right here, the deer right there attached to that side of the car.
What for you personally, what was the most memorable performance tonight?
I would probably say the marching band. That's the couple that took home first place for Judges Award tonight. And it's like they came in with a bang with that band, and it got everybody up. It got everybody moving. It was just so much fun to be a part of and watch them perform on stage.
Take a good look at the screen right next to me. Those are flames. We saw them shooting out of a church in Huntington this afternoon, and crews, well, they're still on scene. Shelby Burrow is live on the scene where the flames took place. So Shelby, what can you tell us? Well, holiday snack fans rejoice. Peyton, do you like those little baby chocolate Christmas trees?
I love them so much. I was a very chunky kid. Very chunky. And we would get those at the grocery store, and I would hide them in a cabinet. Like, I would take out like 5 or 6 of them so I could eat them all at once. This is bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? They're
coming
back. After missing last year because of cocoa shortages, the sprinkle-topped cakes are returning to the stores ahead of the 2025 holiday season. So shoppers, Peyton,
ready.
And the president addressed the nation a short time ago about the attack, saying the nuclear sites, they've been, quote, completely and totally obliterated. And we have reactions of our nation's leaders about this. But first, I want to start with President's tweet right here. You're taking a live look over the Senate floor in the nation's capital tonight, where the longest government shutdown in history could end possibly within a few hours. This is exclusive video that we captured as Charleston police officers escorted Jack Rolfe from the police station this afternoon. Rolfe was wanted in connection to the shooting death of 31-year-old Joshua Walls over the weekend.
They just finished all the lights at 1:30 this morning. I am joined by Dirty Bird's CEO and owner, Andy Shea. And Andy, this has been going on for a couple of years. First, tell me, whose idea was it in the first place? And then this year, what's bigger and better?
Well, so funny enough, it was my idea.
Well, less than 2 hours to go until Charleston lights out for the annual Christmas parade. But first, let's take a look right here at this map. It's of the Charleston parade. It starts right here where this little green flag is. It starts on the corner of Canal Boulevard and Capitol, and then it goes down Capitol over to Summers. The event kicks off Friday at 5 o'clock and goes until December 31st. The best way to get tickets, I'm told, is online. Peyton, this is your first regatta. What is your take on all of this? Have you seen the food? Have you seen any of the vendors? What's happening? Tell me what's going on. I think there's a lot of questions I'm hoping that they're going to actually answer in this press briefing right now. This trial we've been covering for nearly 3 weeks. It's been a little bit more than 2 weeks. And this dates back to October of 2023. That is when police went to their home in Sissonville and found 2 teens locked in a shed. And that's where this all stems from. That's really where it all happened. A guilty verdict this afternoon for a defendant who was 14 years old when he acted as a lookout on the robbery where Caden Martin was shot to death. 15-year-old Barack Williams of Charleston was found guilty of murder.
The shoes, they have come off for the night. The good news is it is record-breaking. I will get to those numbers in just a moment, but first, I want to talk about the dancing. There were so many unique performances tonight.
One person has been arrested so far after a burglary call turned into a high-speed chase. Now, according to St. Albans Police Department, officers responded to a call after someone said they saw 3 people pull up to a home near Lakeview Drive and break in through the back door. The state's new corrections boss told lawmakers staffing is still an issue, but also reported the prisons and jails in West Virginia have made major progress in hiring new informed officers. And it was a similar scene right here in Charleston with several streets downtown covered after the storm started moving in early this afternoon. And we can kind of still hear the rain and the thunder outside right now, Doug. And I guess the big question is, are we going to see this continue throughout the night, and what should people know?
No, I think it's going to taper off later on this evening, so that's the good news.
I just love that the community comes out for this. It doesn't matter how cold it is. It just really brings everybody together, all bundled up in blankets and coats and hats. But it's just so much fun to, see the different people coming through the parade, cheer them on, get some candy. It's just so much fun.
A major update tonight in the trial of a man accused of murdering a state trooper in Mingo County in 2023. After 4 days of jury selection, a judge has declared a mistrial in that case. Timothy Kennedy is accused of killing West Virginia State Police Sergeant Corey Maynard, as Maynard was responding to a shooting in the Beach Creek area. Kennedy was taken into custody several hours later after a massive manhunt. And the Trump administration released its Make America Healthy Again report, directing federal agencies to prioritize investigations into vaccine injuries, prescription drug use, and autism. Now, the plan has already sparked backlash, with critics calling his anti-vaccine agenda dangerous and chaotic.
It's so exciting having these pro racers come back to Charleston for the 2nd year in a row. It's actually inspiring some young mountain bikers potentially think about their future.
Now, the chambers are at odds on some major topics, like the amount and length of time to bump up the child tax credit, how quickly to phase out clean energy tax credits, and caps on Medicaid provider taxes. Democrats have said many of the cuts are going to hurt families across the country, especially lower income and middle class homes.